crew. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through 7. You guys requested this online. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Okay. All right, so I know the last video was kind of choppy because of the internet connection due to I was in a spotty area. So these are the clubs right here that we use for the Kenpo system. As you seen yesterday, I had the thinner Eskrima clubs. Those are more for whipping, like I mentioned. These are more for smashing and breaking, right? So when we use this weapon, and forgive me for not being in formal gi, we were just sparring an hour ago, and my gi's all sweaty, so I'm just gonna go in my shirt, show you guys how it's done here. Okay, so let me pull out Bob. So I'll show you what 5 storms looks like. So I'm gonna revisit this. When we look at the stick, we look at taking this and using the length of our weapon, arm, and an extension of this arm. So as you can see, shooting out and using this path of action, okay? Path of action, right? Okay, so a lot of you guys that are watching the videos, thank you again for supporting the YouTube channel, appreciate it. And then you guys let me know which request of other forms and sets like that, and I'd love to put that up for you guys. So let me go ahead and adjust this here so we can get a better view. I'm going to back up a little bit. Again, forgive me for being informal gi, but I just want to get this through. First part of long form 7. So what we do is we take this club, we do our salutation, we come back, horse stance, and cross, hold, X. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and hammer here with my left, and as I hammer here, I'm going to strike with my right. This is going to hit the leg of our attacker. So as I hit the person's right leg, he's coming in with a kick. So as he comes in with a kick, I'm on the inside of the body, striking the leg, striking the arm, hammering to the neck with the forearm strike, or club strike, I should say. Now I can use this to glance off as a threading motion to hit the solar plexus. And as I go into this forward bow, I strike coming upward, hitting once again the solars or the sternum area. I then move up the circle as I whack out. See my elbows way out there, because my elbow is going to create this motion of striking that limb, which is their left leg. Now I'm hitting the left side of their body, striking the left side of the jaw with the left arm, and my right arm is striking the left leg. Now I'm going to loop this front crossover and hit the opponent on the left side of the head. Okay? So if I have Bob here, let me shift them over a little bit. We took Bob. You kind of look how I got Bob. So I have 1, 2. So if I hit, let's imagine this was Bob's leg right here. So if I hit his leg, you hear that rhythm? That's the timing. So once my sticks are in front, I can step back, flip this elbow over, and just moving that elbow creates a path of action. So from here, I go all the way through with my weapon format. Smashing and breaking, reverse it. So I can take this, palm down. So as I elongate the circle, but round off that corner, there's a shot right to the neck. Okay, I then go to a forward bow sternum strike here, forward bow sternum strike, neutral bow sternum, just like base 5 swords. Now if you notice, we are now hitting in these paths. So this is coming diagonally down in this 45, and this is hitting up on the 45. As I continue to whip this motion, I land into this cross, striking to the side of the jaw. Okay, so the timing would be, it's once I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so every time I'm making contact, it's going to be a break, a rupture, something's going to be injured. Okay, that's what makes this this Kenpo form really unique. It follows this pattern of circles and reversing the circles and shooting the linear strikes. It's like base 5 swords, except I have the extensions have longer reach because I have these weapons, right? So that's the first side. So once I do the form, I'll back up. I try to back up enough where you can see me. So once I'm here, I step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My left foot comes up, and now I'm on the near side. So as I hit 1, 2, reverse it, strike up, hit him again in the same area or solar plex area, strike out, cross. Then I come out. Now I come out for repeating storms. So when I come out to repeating storms, it's a left punch coming at us. I'm going to step off and strike that elbow, that left elbow right here, or striking the forearm, right? So if I was to imagine, here's the method of how the strike should feel like. So as I step out and whip, this comes across, reverses, right? So again, from the stepping offset, whipping in, whipping out. And then this hand's gonna come right under to hit the throat and smash right back. So once I hit right out, forward bow, it's gonna reverse that motion, okay? Now from here, I'm going to, again, check that arm and then strike in, out, okay? From that point on. So 1, 2, this is actually gonna come low. So I'm once again gonna hit the leg. So imagine here's this leg, back of the knee, front of the knee, back of the knee, front of the knee, checking at the same time. So the fluid motion would be again, clap, 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 boom, 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 boom. That's the idea, okay? So I'm working on the outside of my attacker, taking advantage of getting into a zone of sanctuary, but then filling up that gap right away, okay? So if we took the 5 swords pattern and came down, I'm on the inside, working from out, out, poke, poke. In this case, I'm working on the outside, out, strike in, out. So it's coming hammering, hammering, whipping up, striking, then hitting low once again. So I'm hitting on the mid height zone here, then I'm hitting at the end of this technique on the low height zone. Okay, that's what's unique about this, and being able now to use these palm up strikes, jamming up one. It's hitting that windpipe. Just think of, like, even if this took a snap right there, that's gonna hurt. So, right? So being able to have this and the right arm follow through is a nice method of tracking and checking that limb, right? Checking their arm. So if the opponent's arm was here, it's coming right up. That's the idea. Boom. Okay? So once again, as I step off, let's say Bob threw a punch and he's a little more sideways. So I'll turn him here. All right. I'll try to get some body time on the video next time, guys. But let's say I hit him off. Boom. Here's his elbow or arm. This checks up. Now I'm going to hit in, across the body. As I step off here, I'm going to hit across the body, out. This hopefully brings the guy down. Now I come up to lift him back up. But as his upper body is raising, I'm going to take advantage of striking his legs. So I hit the back of that knee and front of the knee. And on that way, this left hand can strike the arm, if there's an arm available, or the face, if it's there. I'm again hitting across this way. Okay? And 5 storms. Okay? If you notice, I came over. So boom, boom. I came over. 1, 2. In this case, I'm hitting out. 2 outs instead of 2 in. Okay? Because in 5 storms, the same idea. We come in on both sticks. So once I'm going 1, 2, 3. So here's the out version. But then here's the in version. So once I hit out, in. Okay? In this case, we're going to take that out version. Boom, in. Reverse it. Just like repeating mace. Up, up. We reverse the motion here, opposing forces, and then from there we use that in-out reference. In, and on this right here, in, out at the end. So it's going to be a lot of this check high, strike low, strike high. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I'm going to go through I'll take it both sides of repeating storms. so you guys can get a chance to follow me. I'm not going to make the video super long, but enough because I know some of you guys have really wanted to see the video. And I know some of you guys want to see the whole video. So I'll eventually put the whole form up. Excuse me for the camera view here. I'm going to just fix it a little bit because I don't have my camera stand, but let's see if I can get a better shot in here for you guys. That way you can see the leg work too. All right, let me see. Is it low enough? Almost. Okay. Forgive me for that. Okay, hopefully maybe see some of the footwork. All right, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slide it up with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slide off to the angle. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slide off. Step back. 1, 2, 3. Forward bow, neutral bow. Hit, hit. Okay? You notice how this form drives you back. So the first 2 techniques are going to drive you back on it. Okay? So want to make sure we have this right. If I have to correct something, I'll correct it in the next video. I have a feeling I did, instead of repeating storms first, it should have been reversing storms. I have a feeling maybe reversing storms should have been, and then it's repeating. So that's my bad, guys. We'll just fix it in the next video. But reversing storms technically is right after 5 storms. It's been a little while, so forgive me. I haven't done this form in a minute. I do remember it, but it's one of those forms that you have to go back and just break down, because a lot of Kenpo guys will go to the clubs. They're so fixated on just working the open hand stuff. There's a lot of valuable knowledge in the clubs. So I'll definitely give you guys some more when I have more time. Tomorrow I'm going to do another video of it, and I'll correct it, and I'll double check in with you guys. All right, thank you for watching the live footage. Please like the video. Let me know if you have any comments that you want to see, and I'll definitely put the application on. All right, thank you. Okay, you ready?